Muchísimas gracias por sintonizar a Talking Rock en Español. Estamos transmitiendo desde la ciudad más feliz del mundo, Anaheim, California. Yo soy su servidor, Héctor Robles, y a mi lado está
Cristian Mejía.
Y vamos a hablar rock en español.
All right, thanks again for tuning in to Talking Rock en Español. You know, we're here with Undead Cuervo, episode number 18.
Hola, ¿qué tal, amigos? This is Ricardo Carles, drummer and singer from Undead Cuervo, and thank you for having us here today, Christian.
You're very welcome. And go ahead, and Kevin, what is your last name, Kevin?
Oh, well, it's the actual pronunciation. The German pronunciation is Hebbe, and I play guitar and do backup vocals for Undead Cuervo, and guitar and bass and vocals for.
Excellent. So you guys are now promoting Enove Bully, which is currently your, what is it?
It's a demo.
It's your demo?
It's our first demo. We basically were recording a month ago with BA1 Records, or friends Ren Sayer and Sean Williams, the city of Brea, California. It's a demo that has...
Oh, not too far away from here.
Yeah, it's pretty close from here. Yeah. Two songs. We have a High Highway and also Angry Soul. Like I was mentioning, the name of the demo is called End of a Bully.
Excellent. So I know you, Ricardo, and Kevin also from the past.
Yeah.
You guys had this amazing project going on, which it was Hell Muñequita.
Hell Muñequita, yes.
Take me back to the birth of Hell Muñequita and, like, you know, where you guys went, and is that project in hiatus? Is it going to come back? What is going on with Hell Muñequita also?
Well, Hell Muñequita, we started basically in 2006. We started as a two-piece band, Mario Lopez on guitars, myself. Then we got Kevin. We play just basically like 2 shows as a two-piece band. Then we got Kevin. Then we made, the full band, 3-piece band. And we started, like I said, in 2006, 2007. And we basically right now we are taking kind of like a break. Mario, he has his band. We have now Undead Cuervo. We have plans just to keep, playing. The only thing that we were in a different direction because Mario's band is heavy too, but not as heavy as Undead Cuervo, and it's a different style, so and taste of music. So we are taking a break so Mario he can work with his band, and Kay and myself we can work with Undead Cuervo, and we have plans for this coming year, 2013, maybe just to have a reunion and keeping playing a couple more shows.
So then is before we get into Undead Cuervo, I just wanted to touch up and let also our listeners know about Hell Muñequita. So you're basically not, it hasn't broken up.
No.
You're more like on a hiatus
in
at
a
this
hiatus,
moment.
yes.
Right?
By the moment, yeah.
Okay. Because I got to tell you, that album, it's really great.
Thank you.
I mean, it's really, it's very powerful. It's like that. That's like the kind of music that I enjoy.
Thank you.
And as a matter of fact, I used to take that album with me when I would do shows because I would play it. I would actually pass it down to the CD, to the DJ to go ahead and play it. And people were like, "Who is that? Who is that?"
Oh, nice.
And it's a band called Hell Muñequita from LA. Especially, I got a lot of response from it at the Ventura Theater when I had a show over there.
Great.
But I missed that, and I am so sorry to tell you that I actually misplaced that album, man. And so if you ever have another copy, please let me.
Yeah, we will be getting that for you too.
We'll hook you up.
Yeah, definitely. But okay, so now you guys decided to go ahead and go different directions. It's a little heavy. Guitar's thinking, well, I still like my heavy rock, but not that heavy. So Undead Cuervo becomes alive.
Yes.
Where did you get this new singer?
From Undead Cuervo?
Yeah.
Well, I am the singer in Undead Cuervo.
No, I'm sorry. The other bass player.
Oh, the bass player, yes. Apologize that Joe, he's not with us today. Well, Joe, he's from New Mexico.
Okay.
From New Mexico, New Mexico, right?
I know he played in Texas.
In Texas, yeah. A great guy, great musician, great fella. We found Joe Torres on Craigslist after just having an audition with a lot of bass players that were contact on here in LA and from Orange County. Some of them, they were good. Some of them, they were, I will say, flake people. And Kevin and myself, we are not picky musicians. We are one of the, pretty open friends. We're a simple dudes that we want to just, get and play together and have a really good band. We are not picky. So when we were auditioning, all these dudes, they came just to be, I would say, kind of prima donnas. Or they were saying, I have this equipment, I have the other equipment here, and blah, blah, blah. But for us, yes, having a good gear is good. But sometimes it's not equipment; it's that way, the feeling that a musician has just to create music.
It's definitely the passion.
Yeah, the passion. Yeah,
and it's again. I mean, like for a band like yourself, it's not. I really don't care if you have that big, expensive Marshall.
Exactly.
You just,
if you have the power, the feeling, just to do it, and that time, hey, let's do it.
Exactly. So how does it feel working with the new bass player then?
It's good.
Now you switched, right?
Well, more or less. In Helmu Nikita, I started when I joined him. I was playing bass strictly, and then over time we started doing songs with me on guitar and Mario on bass. So it's not a complete change, but it is a change. I'm not playing bass with Undead Cuervo as I did do with Helmu Nikita.
Yeah, because now you're basically the main guitarist and lead guitarist. So it's different. It's a little bit different, though.
Yeah, it is different, and it's especially the difference known. Like with recording the demo, that's different than it is playing. So yeah, you are learning some. It is learning, but I've played guitar in other bands before, so it's all something I've used to, and it's fun to go back to it.
It's really cool. Really cool, man. So go ahead and give us more feedback that for Undead Cuervo, when the project started happening really soon, right? I mean, it started just in the last 2 months that you started this?
Well, basically, Kay and myself, we were starting on last December. I will say after we had the conversation, just to have the hiatus with Helmu Nikita. So we were thinking a long time ago, like, Kevin, let's play something, something more into our musical, taste. Helmu Nikita was a mix of different genres. So it's still Undead Cuervo it is, but in a different way, heavier than Helmu Nikita. And we were deciding just getting together, working from home, and then just go to the studio and putting, the songs together. And like I say, it was a process because we were trying just to get, a great bass player. It was hard at the beginning, and finally, after I will say 6 months, we got Joe. It's funny in the sense because we were trying all these dudes. Some of them they have an issues, like I said, or they were prima donnas, or they have the equipment here, the equipment there, but they can't get with that or vibe. They can't get with that style of music we're just trying to play. And so we say, well, I'm sorry, we can. But some of them, they were good. And we're still friends with these dudes. And we're still seeing them and having a good time with them. So the only thing that, well, they can, for, like I was mentioning, they were picky or they don't have that time just to make that commitment. So we found Joe on Craigslist. And we were just posting an ad on Craigslist. And when we decide, Kevin and myself, saying, we are not going to place more ads on Craigslist, right? We did, and then Joe called us and said, you know what, Joe, I don't think so that we are going to have another audition, because we have a friend that is our great friend, Sean Williams from World of Tijuana, that he was supposed to helping us just to develop this band too and playing bass for us. So I told Joe, I don't think so, that we are going to have the audition with you, but So he said, please, Ricardo, let's do it. I want to be, that guy, the right guy for the band. And
Wow.
he was. So the first rehearsal, that guy,
You
he
kinda had
showed
him
up.
on standby then.
Yeah.
I mean, like you didn't want to, but
But then we gave the opportunity to the guys because that is like I was mentioning, that is Senor Kevin Hebbe and myself. We are not a picky musician. We are dudes. We want to have a simple life. We want to just hanging out with people they want to just get and make good music and have be open-minded in creating different weird stuff, weird sounds, and be cool and have a good time. So we gave the opportunity to Joe, and he showed up early to the rehearsal. He brought his bass, and he was listening the first hour of the song, and then the second hour, he was just picking on everything. And
see, that's a lot right there. I mean, for him showing up early, most of us musicians that never show up on
and
time.
he's a cool dude. We have a really good time with Joe. Like I'm saying, we are starting with this project, and last night it was our second show. We have our first show at Roberto's Club. Thank you, Roberto, if you're listening to this interview. Thank you for the opportunity with Carlos Lanza and his band Lanza, plus a Plasma Cannon from Sacramento last Thursday in Chinatown. And last night we have an amazing night with Chuck Dukowski, that he used to play bass from Black Flag, Joe Visa, and Silvia Juncos and Somos Misteriosos had East LA, and it was a really cool show. We were playing basically like around 1 a.m. and there was people there, and there was a good response from the people, and that is that keep us more motivated just to keep playing and playing.
That's really good. I know you stay very busy. I mean, at one point you were doing also shows out in the valley as well,
in the
right?
in the valley too. Yeah. Just to support basically
the local
scene,
talent.
the local talent, and also bands that they came from a different states or basically from a different counties too. So it was called A18 Band de Punkers Rock Series, and I was hosting the shows a Thursday night just to give you the opportunity to another musicians come to the valley, because basically on the valley it's nothing that I have nothing against tribute bands, but I most of the time as musician I like to respect and I like to appreciate the work from another musician that they are trying just to create art, that they are trying to create something and trying to be somebody.
That was really cool. I would see like all the postings you would have on Facebook and stuff and all of it.
All the time.
You have the movement going on. But are you stopping at this moment with the A18 Band of Punkers for now, or are you going to continue that series?
Yes, I am going trying to continue the series, moving to a bigger place, and keep giving more benefits to the bands. Of course, just paying for the shows. I was starting just doing that, just giving from my pocket and just giving money, at least like I'm saying, hey, at least something just to go to Taco Bell or all the taco or Jack in the Box, whatever. But I was just giving money to the guys. I think that even that it was like a small place with with couple people just showing up in a Thursday night. As a musician, I like that people they recognize you something. I think that drink tickets, that's fine, it's okay, but sometimes people they appreciate more like a little bit of
hospitality.
Exactly. Hey, hey, here is something for you. At least you can go back home or having something for something. People they appreciate that. Like I think that is something that is promoters here. I will say in LA, Orange County, they don't have that consideration for the bands. They are more concerned about how many people you're getting to the show. Yes, I totally understand that. You have to sometimes you have to pay your bills, take care of your family, and pay the sound guy or the lighting technician. But sometimes I think as musician, I like the people they recognize something for your effort, because you have to think about this. Sometimes you have to go pay for your local space. Maybe you rehearse on the garage,
it's everything.
right?
You're investing.
You're investing,
so you need to get something
and
back.
you want to just get something back. And That is, I was trying to do with the Band of Punkers A1A Rock series. They just giving something to the guys. Doesn't matter. There was 7 people in the bar that night. Hey, I was hosting 3-4 bands around the night. Hey, here you are, something. Just coming from my pocket. Here you are. Thank you for coming. And like that is like I was saying, I appreciate the work that people they do, trying to create art, trying to do something, and trying to be somebody. In this hard field that is the music, especially playing here in California.
I think that's great, man. That's awesome that you were doing that. Hopefully that also
Thank you.
You get that in return. Now that you were able to work with all these bands.
Yeah.
If some of the bands that came out from like different cities, towns, or counties.
Yeah.
Let's just hope that they open also the doors, for Undead Cuervo.
From the Cuervo, yeah, sure.
To go and perform. But wow, man, this is really, that's something else, man. Because you're right. I mean, most of the promoters here would be like, "It's go ahead, give me what you
Yeah, or
give me."
It's Kevin. He can
Yeah, that's basically kind of what Ricardo's saying. It's a matter of finding a place where he can throw a show and also take care of the bands. Because a lot of the venues, they put it really up against the promoter to where either like someone's going to suffer, and usually it's not going to be the club. So
it's always the promoter.
So or the pro or the bands if the promoter passes it on to the bands. And Ricardo doesn't pass it on to the band, so he's got to find a place that lets him put on a good show and get everyone taken care of.
Yeah, just for me, it's like there is no excuse from promoters. Like when, I mean, I don't want to sound egocentric, but I'm honest. I'm a simple dude. Honestly, like sometimes, like I'm saying, I was hosting 3-4 bands during the night, and there was a really good crowd, 60 people, 70 people. Sometimes there was a night like 7 people, and for me it was like okay, there is just only 7 people in this show for the A1A Band of Punkers series. They saying, you know what? Doesn't matter that they show up 7 people there. We are not charging at the door, but here you are. There is something. It's, I was just giving money to the guys, and and I think that as musician, doesn't matter. There was like 7 people that night. That they were showing in a Thursday night when the weather was cold or whatever. I give something to the guys, and I think that the promoters, they are losing sometimes that that respect for the other musician, that they maybe they are having a show in a big place or club, and there is probably 150 people that night, and they don't give you nothing to the band. I don't think so. That's cool at all. To be honest with you,
I know.
And as musician, any musician, doesn't matter what genre you are playing. I think that everybody deserves respect, and everybody wants just to get the support from this scene or any scene here in California.
Absolutely.
United States too.
Absolutely, man. Like so, let's go back to Panama. I mean, I know that this is still kind of a new project, but you did so much in the past, man. That I'm still fascinated by it, and I just kind of want to go back a little bit in history, because you did take out your previous band.
Yeah, both
back home.
Yeah,
right.
Two bands.
What was the other
The
band?
Lost Cabras.
Oh, that's right.
Lost Cabras.
The other project.
Yeah, it was a double duty. I was just taking Hell Muñequita and Los Cabras to Panama. In that time, Los Cabras was a 2-piece band, and we decided just to go for a tour and just escape from here, from the United States, and just try something different. And
how did it go for you over there in Panama? I mean, since you're from Panama,
I am from Panama.
So how did it go?
It was good. We have a really good experience over there. Kevin Hebbe, he can just tell you more also about it.
What happened out there, Kevin?
No, it was interesting. It was almost like it wasn't your conventional standard tour where you get flown in from somewhere and you have your bus driver meet you and you go in there and they serve you the drinks on the bus.
It was
we'd get there and you would have to kind of haggle with taxi drivers, making sure they weren't ripping us off. The whole place, we're carrying all our equipment. And I was playing guitar and bass, so we had extra guitars to carry with us. So we were just constantly trucking it everywhere, and just trying to find places to play. And
it's like you guys were like a big target. It's like I'm here. I got guitars. I mean, come
Yeah,
and
well,
get them.
that reason, like I was saying, we were just trying just to promote ourselves or bands in, you know, just to escape from here, from the United States, and just try something different. And I said, you know, let's go to Panama. Let's go to Central America and let's play over there, and, you know, let's have a bunch of shows over there. So I was starting just booking everything from here, from the United States, calling these guys, going to the liquor store, get a $2 prepaid phone cards or $5, and calling all these dudes that sometimes I meet a couple of these dudes, and by reference for another friend say, you know, call this dude and he will give you the opportunity. So I was just calling over there and saying, hey, you know, I want to take my 2 bands. You know, I am Panamanian. You know, I want to take my 2 bands to Panama, and so we want to play over there. We want to have a tour, a real tour over there. So we were trying just to take our time, and, you know, the guys that were requesting for the vacation, I got laid off in those days. It was hard, and, you know, I say, let's go to Panama. So we went there. I was booking everything from here. We pay for our Spain tour. It's not that nobody was like a, you know, here you are, like a, or you're a star,
No,
because
you're
we,
funding everything
you know,
yourself.
we were trying just to get exposure for Hell Muñequita and Los Cabras, you know, and that is that we did over there. We had a really good time. I told the guys, you know, guys, so I am not going to rent a van or rent like a car or something like that. Let's do it like a hardcore. Let's do it like, you know, with any media that we can get over there. Let's get in a taxi. Let's drive, you know, take the public transportation. Let's contact my family or friends, and let's put everything on the cars, or maybe sometimes we have to walk with the equipment, like Mr. Kevin was saying. And we have a really good time. Everybody is not because I am Panamanian, but everybody was supporting us, and it was an episode, you know, where many times that we were in a public transportation, and all these old ladies, they saw Kevin and the other white dudes, you know, they're just giving, like, I mean, ladies into the 65 years old, 70 years old, and seeing these blonde guys, you know, with the equipment, like, please take a seat. I mean, everybody was like a really polite, and like,
No, that's definitely
that, like, they know, like, these dudes, they are no local. Maybe they will say, oh, he's local, but no, this dude. So everybody was like a really polite and support us. And, you know, I know that there is a bunch of my friends right now and family listening to this interview, and thank you so much. I really appreciate you, appreciate you guys, and also love you and miss my country, and thank you so much for your support.
Yeah, they made it possible. Without Ricardo's friends and family, we wouldn't. That was where we stayed. I mean, we would have been like sleeping in fields, you know.
Oh
other
my
than that,
gosh.
or who knows? But I mean, they really took care of us and made us able to do it and play the shows.
So
and
first
make it
night,
back.
it was incredible. The bar, when we went there, was for summertime, and it was intense. There was a lot of people that we go like, wow, this is happening. People there react like, for our genres was like something totally different. We have a people that they just go approach, you know, like, I feel like at a certain point kind of like a harass, like a people just touching the cymbals and just like, yeah, you know, screaming, like, and it was good. Like, it was good. Like, what a great vibe. What a great, like, thing was happening to us. And we, all the time, we were like, you know, we wish that will be happening something like that. You know, here in United States, maybe, you know, people, they are a little bit shy. You know, maybe, you know, people over there, they are more friendly, and, you know, they know, you know, how to support a band that is coming from, you know, from another country, especially having Panamanian, you know.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They appreciate stuff like that. You know, I mean, like, I've gone out like on vacations before in the past where I have actually traveled and done backpacking. Like, I went back to my native country, to El Salvador, because when I came here to the U.S., I was very young. So I went back. I did see some of the bands out there. They're very supportive. Peru, Mexico. Yeah. It's yeah, they love it. You know, when they see somebody coming here from the U.S.
From the U.S., yeah.
It's really cool. So now then, you have that experience. You have that. You know, what's now? Are you gonna go ahead and apply it for Undead Cuervo?
Hell yeah. So
And when do Panamanians expect for Undead Cuervo to go back to be introduced to Panama?
well, that is one of the questions that people they ask me all the time. You know, I am a big time Facebook maniac, so I like just to be there and making contact with people, be in touch, you know, with friends and family. Everybody just like, you know, dude, when you guys are coming here to Panama. So right now we wanna just try is to promote as much as we can, you know, here in the U.S. One of our goals is probably first is just because the genre that we're playing. So we're trying just to go more to Europe and South America. There is a huge following in South America, especially in Argentina, in Chile, Uruguay, Brazil. So we're trying
We
to
actually
go.
have some listeners, man. Like, you know, from Uruguay, Paraguay.
Yeah.
We do. You know, we have like about close to 100 subscribers
Nice.
that that
That's
tune into
awesome.
this. So, you know, they'll be checking you
Wait
guys
for
out.
us.
But that's great, man. You know, I'm very proud of you, man.
Yeah,
I
thanks.
mean, like one of the things that I do, I really do enjoy your drum playing. It's
Thank
like
you.
got some really cool chops, you know.
Thanks.
And
Uh-huh.
I mean, I play drums, of course, so that's
Yeah.
why. But I love it, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and you have so much fun when you're out there performing. You know, as for Kevin, he looks like, you know, very old, beefy, and like, you know,
Beefy.
exactly, out there performing. So now, for El Muñequita was primarily in Spanish.
Spanish
correct?
and English, but more
You-
primarily in
but-
Spanish.
But you had more in Spanish than English, correct?
Exactly. Yes.
Tell me more about Undead Cuervo now. Is this, I see two words, Undead English, Cuervo Español.
In Spanish. Why the concept is your question, or
Why the concept? And it's like, you know, are we going to go ahead and, because you only have 2 songs on this. This
In
is
the demo, yeah.
basically your introduction. It's kind of
Exactly.
like your business card in a way.
yes.
Correct?
It is.
Okay.
It is our business card. Yeah.
So how many songs do you officially have, and are they all English, or do you have also in Spanish?
Well, yes. So on Undead Cuervo, basically, the concept came. We were just trying to do like, of course, something that will be unique and a unique name. We're trying just to have like any other band a meaning for the name of this band. And you know, it's like at the Cuervo. Sometimes they are, the corn plantation and that kind of stuff, and they're still there. They're still there. It's just like a biting stuff. So we want to like, okay, we want to keep something that is original, is fresh, and that will be keeping, in people their minds like, oh, the name, and it's like let's try to be like a crows, like we are there, and we are fighting just to get something, that is coming in the near future. So, and that's why we have a perseverance and be positive, and so that came, the name, and definitely we have the plans also to sing in Spanish too, but right now we're trying, like, as in English is a universal language, so we're trying just to do everything right now in English, and also with a couple parts and lyrics also in Spanish that we are working on too.
Your CD, is it going to be available online, or are you going to be handing them out as to the fans? What's going on?
The 2-song demo that we have out now, we're gonna be giving out, like you're saying. It's kind of like our business card. It's basically our sampler platter. It's to let people know what we sound like. We have more songs, and we do plan on recording more songs, and we'll be releasing that on either maybe an EP, but perhaps a full length. Now we're gonna write some more songs, and if we get enough, we're gonna do a full album, and then that's what we're gonna take and probably try to market or sell that and do all that fun business stuff. But for the 2 songs that we have out now, those are mostly giveaway. We have a Bandcamp site where you can just get there and listen to them for free. So they're there for the people.
Or just send a message to Mr. Kevin Hebbe or myself, and we will be happy just to send you,
I did notice that you wrote that on your Facebook.
Yes.
That you said that to go ahead and send you a private message. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
And that you're actually willing to go ahead and mail it out to
Yes,
anywhere in the world.
Yeah, around the world, yes. And like we have a lot of friends in Europe, in South America, Panama, and that is my commitment. Like I don't care if I know that I just living a simple life. I have my wife, I have my kids, and I don't have money. We are broke, but I like to play music. I like to be just doing something with my friend, with Kevin and Joe. And basically, I told myself, if I have to make the sacrifice just to get the money, just to send these copies to people, I will do it. I don't care. I will do it. Because, for me, it's just like, and for Kevin and Joe, it's just like get our name out there is a big thing, and the people, they appreciate that. It's when people, I was just getting all these messages from people like, please just send me, the copies. I say, hell yeah. So I know I have to send copies to Germany, France, Spain, Chile, Argentina, Panama,
You
Mexico.
got people. You're going to mail CDs out there to those countries?
Yeah, and
Wow.
Australia, and so, it's gonna be kind of like a little expensive, It's coming out from my paycheck, but I have to do it,
Postal Service to sponsor you guys, man.
Yeah, hopefully, man.
Yeah, well, plus also Ricardo and I we've been hyping this for so long, so we've been trying to, like he was saying, alluding to before, get the bass player. We kind of been like keeping people on the hook for these songs for a long time. So now we finally got it out. Like, all right, we'll give it to you. So we've been kind of talking.
Yeah.
People have been waiting for a while, and so now it's like, all right, just we're not gonna make you jump through hoops to get it or anything. Like, let us know where you want it. We'll send it.
It's like I say,
It says a lot about your band, though, man. You're very committed. That you definitely want to share this, your craft, your music to the audience. I think that's great, man. It's amazing. What about, do you guys have, is there a website that you guys want to go ahead and promote?
The best ways I would say to figure out where we'll be playing or what's going on, like what are the new events and everything, I would go to our Facebook page, Undead Cuervo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna go with little bits and numbers and the whole address, but yeah, it's just do a search for Undead Cuervo, or if you find Ricardo Carlos or myself, Kevin Hebbe, we have on our stuff. Please, everyone, be our friend, like us.
I'll go ahead and I'll also post it up on the website also, just,
Thank you. Yeah.
For people just click on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
and then
Direct
the
them.
music the best would be our Bandcamp, which is I think undeadcuervo.bandcamp.com or bandcamp.undeadcuervo.com, one or
yeah.
the other.
And we have a Twitter too.
Yeah, and a Twitter account for @UndeadCuervo. That's for the seedier side of Undead Cuervo.
Yeah, we are basically right now, everything is available. We want that that people, they just go and send a message, and say, hey, of course we want to just send you the music and enjoy the music. And by this, so I want to mention also, I want to say thank you, to two great friends and musicians. I think I was mentioning at the beginning, Mr. or Senor Trent Rensayer and our friend Sean Williams for the support at BA1 Records, because they were the ones that they support us and they record this demo. We record basically the demo like a 2 hours and a half in Brea, California. And that was an afternoon, a great time that we had with Trent. There was no pressure. There was a really good environment. And if you're a musician too, if you want to record with these dudes, like if you're playing a heavy band or a punk band, I will suggest also just go with them. They are called BA1 Records. And thank you so much, to Trent and Sean Williams for their great support. And they are all the time, there for us. And we are thinking probably just to record our upcoming EP or full album with them too, because we feel okay. They understand, they are into the same scene, stoner rock, psychedelic, doom scene, and they will understand. They understand our sound, and that is what we are trying to get with people. They understand our sound, and get a decent recording and feel happy with that.
I know you. I met you a couple years ago, and I'm actually sitting here right next to you, both of you guys again. And one of the things the vibe that I get from you is like, everybody around you that you work with or that you're involved with, you make them feel like they're part of the family.
Exactly.
And that's really nice, man. And I like that. That's really cool. I mean, I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly,
We haven't
yeah.
talked to you in
Yeah.
a while. And here I am listening to you talk. I mean, you speak from the heart, and it's like I feel like I'm part of the family right now. You know.
You know, it's like that is like exactly you was mentioning that right word is that, you know, be a part of the family, and you know, having this band Undead Cuervo, that we are coming from a different families, different areas. Kevin, he's originally from Virginia. Joe, he's from Texas. I am from Panama. It's a mixture, you know, of, you know, different taste or different state of life that we have, you know, and life that we have, you know, in the past. And the thing is always like that we talk is just to be perseverance, be positive, and you know, think that, you know, sometimes for one simple thing you can do, you know, magic. You know, you can just do really cool stuff. You know, make your life just easier and simple. And that is that we're trying just to work with this band to just try to do something simple. Let's try to do something that, you know, people, they will be just digging. We don't, like I was mentioning, and that we aren't musician from a studio, or we are picky with other musicians. No, we like to play music. We like just to create art, and we like just to have a good time with people. That's our commitment, and be simple. You know, how cool is just to be a simple person instead than, like, that is I mention all the time. Sometimes people, they reach their goals, right? But they forgot from where they are coming from. And for me, you know, I came from a very hard worker, you know, a father and mother too, and I'm really proud of them. And I never forget where I'm coming from. I am a Panamanian. I still be a Panamanian. I am living in a different country, but for me is, you know, be a simple man and having a good time and you know, and create something good. Same thing, you know, with Kevin. That's why we're still just playing. We are really good friends. Yeah, we
guys
have
are like brothers, man.
Yeah, we have our difference, but I try to understand Kevin, and Kevin vice versa. And now with Joe too, it's the same thing. We are trying to have a family and be, you know, be together and keep going, kicking, you know.
Yeah, and all the people we work with, like all the names Ricardo mentioned, you know, helping us with recording and everything, they're all people we would hang out with, like even if it wasn't to record an album, like they're all people we like and enjoy being around anyway. And so we just happen to know people who know how to engineer and record an album and who know how to promote and do shows. So we're fortunate to be able to work with people that we like them as people. We don't have to deal with, you know, some skeezy agent guy who's, you know, doing some weird stuff behind his back, and we're trying to figure that out. Like, you know, surround yourself with people that you like and work with you, and it's just that much easier and that much less to worry about.
Exactly. And something we want to mention also, that one of our great and one of our best friends and super duper cool guy is Mr. Ricardo Delgado, o mejor conocido como Jester Graphics.
Who is that guy, man?
That guy.
I keep hearing that guy all over now.
Oh,
man.
yes. That dude is all over. Ricardo, I know Ricardo since 2005. When I moved from Orange County to LA.
Oh, so you lived here before? You lived in Orange County before?
Yes. I live in city of Tossing, and I will say, you know, I love Orange County, man, too. You know, but for me, just to get more opportunity from work, my background is on film and TV production, so I was just moving from Orange County to LA. You know, I was fortunately, you know, I got a job over there, and I met Ricardo in 2005 when I used to play for, I would say, kind of like a grunge band called Chinese Sister. And Ricardo, he was starting just, he was taking our pictures, our first pictures. And I was just saying, Ricardo, dude, you should, you know, keep, you know, taking pictures, man, because your results are good. And he was like kind of like a little bit, no. I said, yes, you can just do it. You are good. You are good, dude. And was pushing Ricardo, helping Ricardo, and Ricardo is there. And now, see, where's Ricardo? So he just grow. He's a really cool dude, a great friend. He's part of he's like my brother. He's my family, dude. And he's still kicking and taking a really awesome pictures, photos for bands. And now he's getting more into video and shooting music videos,
he's
and that's
a
pretty cool.
Great all-around
Yeah.
visual artist.
Yes, he is. I'm actually very fortunate to be working with him.
Yeah.
Him and I, we have a project
Yes.
going on.
Yeah,
at this moment.
I know that. Yeah,
So
great.
It's awesome.
And
I mean,
it's-
I'm gonna reveal that.
And a storyboard
soon.
board artist, he's great too. Now I'm kind of like trying to tell him, Ricardo, you should be making posters now, and because he's doing storyboard. And he's a really good storyboard artist, and I am proud of Ricardo. He's one of my oldest friend, and he's one of my friends that all the time he has a time to spend time with us and with my family, and anything that I need you to do for Ricardo, I'll be there, man, because Ricardo Delgado, you are a good guy.
All right, then. All right, man. This is really cool. Okay, so I guess we're just going to go ahead and wrap it up, man. Like, now we can go ahead. I'll post it up also on our page,
Sure.
intorock.com, so people can link up from there and visit you guys on
Hell yeah.
on
Facebook.
on your Facebook. And Undead Cuervo, End of a Bully, 2-song CD.
Tucson City.
Can we go ahead and play one of these songs?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, then. So we will go ahead and do it. Do you want them?
Which one do you want, Kevin? Hi, Howie.
I think about it. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Which one, do you want something short or?
Whatever you want. You want to do Angry Soul?
Let's do Angry Soul. Yeah.
Tired of living in the bullshit. It's time for a change. Many people and nations fight. I wanna feel alright. Maybe you should change. You're a saint of mine. My angry soul can't hold anymore. Many dogs can't hold their minds. I need to stay away. I never will let them in my only place. Maybe you should change. You're a state of mind. My angry soul can't hold anymore.
All right, that was Undead Cuervo, and you just heard Angry Soul. So for more information, you can go ahead and visit them on facebook.com/Undead Cuervo, or you can go ahead and click on our website, www.intorock.com, and just follow the link. Click on the podcast. Ricardo, pleasure having you, man.
Hey, thank you, Christian. Really appreciate it,
You know,
man. And thank you,
we-
Hector.
As far as for Hector goes, we wish his dad the best.
Yes.
Had an emergency, but we miss him and wish his dad nothing but the best.
Yes, of course.
Kevin, pleasure.
Pleasure is all ours.
Looking forward to another tour to Panama and carrying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to play anywhere. I mean, we just did 2 shows, and
Yeah, last night's show was good.
It fed my hunger again. So now I want more shows, more being out there with the people and feeling the love.
Great. Thank you guys, and again,
Thank you, Christian.
for just go ahead and facebook.com/Undead Cuervo if you want more information and check out their tour dates.
Yes.
Great job, guys.
Hey, thank you, Kristen.
Thank
All
you.
right, man. You guys have a good
All
one.
right.